I'm back. Well, I didn't realize that I was recording, but I was recording in time lapse. So I have to do 3 segments that I had already recorded over again because they did a time lapse and I didn't notice it was in time lapse mode. Things you got to check when you're a YouTuber. Make sure you're in the right modes. So as you can see, it's a pretty wide trail, so you can get all your group out here and walk through it. They keep it mowed down pretty good. They're getting ready to mow some more, so they'll be mowing back over here again. They keep the middle of it down, so that's really nice. But yeah, how I noticed it is my counter wasn't really moving. It moved like 2 seconds in a couple of minutes. Like, well, what's that? So I checked it, and sure enough, that's what it was. So if you let your weeds grow at home, they may end up looking like this. Big old tall things. I do not know what kind of weeds those are, but they are definitely weeds. They keep all the other things out of here, so if there's anything out there that can hurt you, they've got barbed wire to keep the animals, the big animals, from bothering you while you're out here. It's just Tennessee, so there are bears and all kinds of other things out here to make your day, so to speak, or not make your day. All right. Okay, so this is a segment walking in. If you turn around, boom, there's the exit. This is where I walked into. See those tall trees over there? That's the campground right over there. Okay. The tall trees. Yes, we have a cell tower right by us, so that's a nice little convenience because I don't have to use the Wi-Fi. Not upload the video, I'll have to, because the phones just don't seem to upload videos very well. So I'll get back to you here in a minute. Hang tight. So as you can see, they have some benches that you can sit at and relax, enjoy the shade while you're out here. And the whole property is covered with that. Apparently you can get back in here. There's nothing here. It looks like the fence has been cut. So we'll have to let them know about that. They may not know about it. But got some wolves, it looks like. Some birds. Call that an eagle for now without knowing for sure what it is. All right, we see some people walking. So I'm not the only one out here walking the trail. But we're doing all kinds of fun stuff out here. So we got to look above. There's some stuff they put out here to make it interesting for the guests. All right, because I got people coming, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, that was a very nice couple and their son. They actually live here in a Class A. So those of you that RV know what a Class A is. I'm not 100% sure. I will look it up to try and get a better view of what a Class A is. I think I know, but I don't want to say I know. Okay. They said they saw a fox and some deer. However, I don't know that I'll see those because I'm doing some talking out here. A lot of times they hear you and they move away, so could be that. So it's a nice little walk. You can see it's a heavily wooded area. But it's open through here with a field. So this is all the property of the campground. Nice overhead shade. This is awesome. It's really nice today. It's about 72 degrees out right now. And it's beautiful out here right now. It's a nice little slight breeze. Nothing like Oklahoma. Just ask Auto Auction Rebuilds Randy or Mike from Santa's Workshop. They'll tell you Oklahoma has nothing but wind all the time. So coming up to a picnic table with a trash can in case you had some trash to get rid of. You could do that. See some deer. They're fake deer, but they're deer, right? There's some deer out here. Nice little area. I'm hoping they're not talking about these deer. But if they are, Awesome. Like I said, this is a nice walk. It's not easy. We have a sign. What's the sign say? Oh. Deer crossing. Hence the deer right there. Y'all see the deer? Okay, remember they're fake. They're not real. All right, so let's keep on going. See what else we can find. Cool stuff, though. All right, if I run into something else, I'll get right back with you. Okay, as I'm coming back around to the last turn, I can start to see some civilization. But, you know, if you look high, you might be able to see some things that show some whiteness. You see maybe the top of a net for volleyball and a basketball over there. So there's all that. But we're coming up on the last turn, I think, for the park, for a little walking trail. And what's nice, there is some dew on the grass, but my feet are not getting wet because they've cut the grass so low right through here. So here's our bear trail right through here. And now we're into civilization back again. Here we go. As you can see, it's just a walk around the whole area. Kind of see that starts over there, goes all the way around, comes back behind me. So we have a playground for the kids. There's the volleyball net that I showed you. The basketball goal that you might have seen off to the left over here. We got a little, not sure what you call this, half net thing. But, and they got some chests available too. And boom, there we go. Oh, they got this one. I'm not sure what this is. I haven't seen this game before, and there's no pieces on it. So let's see. Poly Pong, that's what it's called. They got a little putt-putt area. Just a couple of spots, nothing big. So maybe for chipping, something like that. There's a hole in this one. There's holes here, here, here. There's holes all over by them. So that could be a little fun time, little playhouse for the kids. So, and then we've got the maintenance facility for the park itself. Then we got this little area here where you've got some cabins that are just by themselves, 2 of them. So if you have a small gathering of people, you get a couple of your families together here at these 2 cabins. These have no bathrooms, hence why you have a restroom right there. That's for these 2 cabins, okay? There's also a shower in there. So, all right. So looking at the park, we've got nice little areas. Here's one of their, every RV stand has a pad, concrete pad for them to park on, which is really nice. They do have some that don't have up front there by the cabins. You can see way up. You see those cabins way up there where the white truck is. Just on the other side of the white truck is a cabin we're staying in. And then that structure straight ahead, just off to the right in the middle of the screen right there, is a bathroom for handicap and 2 other men and women stalls. Okay, right there they also have a shower for your dogs or your animals. You can rinse them off or whatever. And then there's a sink right there. However, the downfall is because it freezes all the time, they quit maintaining it. And I had a talk with the maintenance guy the other day. Said, you know, I'm going to make a video on this, and we need to kind of make sure you get that fixed because it's going to be in the video. He says, okay. So it's not going to be fixed by the time we're here because it's coming on winter. And the problem is people will go in there and turn the water on and not turn it back off, the main valve. So they've just disconnected it and have quit doing it. So, and there's the people that I just happened to walk up with. They're just getting to the trailer right over there. You missed them, but they're there. So there's our maintenance gentleman right there, heading off, doing some more maintenance. They like to tow a little rig behind them that picks up the leaves. That's why you don't see a lot of leaves on the gravels. They do try to pick up a lot of the leaves, and their job's going to get harder because you see all these trees here are going to start changing. You see some of them are changing now. You see some browns in there, right? It's right there, some browns, right there. So you see the trees are starting to change. You see all the RVs. That one right in the middle of the screen towards the bottom there, that's my sister's and her husband. That's theirs. It's a nice little, they come from the Baltimore area. So nice little rig. They actually spend a lot of time in that rig. They spend lots and lots of time in that rig. And there's people that live here year round. So you'll see things like this here with the little tent out so they can spend time outside with the mosquitoes because they are horrible here. Wear lots of bug spray, okay? And then we have another structure straight ahead here. That is another, I don't want to say it wrong, but shower area coming up. Excuse me. Oh, that's the laundry facility, that's right. So we got the laundry facility right here. Next door, what you saw over here, is the maintenance complex. It's where the guys hang out and they're not really doing much, which isn't very often. They're always outside. These guys are always out here doing something. So then we have, this is the laundry room. It's actually a really nice laundry room. I like it. I think it's big. I think it's open. Yeah. So you can do your laundry in here. And they use coins here. They don't use the automated systems. It's cheaper for them to do that. So we've got what, 10 washers, 10 dryers. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, a lot. So they monitor everything with a camera. So you've got that up there. See the camera. Okay. Everything's taken care of. They have a change machine. So you come in here and do the change machine. Okay, close the door. All right. Now this blue building is the shower / bathroom / main office / little store to buy stuff at. So we'll check that out here in a minute. Okay. Now we've got this area. This is a cool area. I'm under the bungalow, if you will, the gazebo, whatever y'all like to call it. It comes with fire extinguisher in case you have a fire with the grill. You got a grill. Every place has a grill. That's pretty awesome. Every cabin has a grill except for over here. They put it in the middle because this is like a family retreat area. You've got 4 cabins right here, all the same, for like a family retreat. They're really, really cool. So, and of course they've got fire pits in every one. There's one at this one over there, one over there, right there, and one over right there behind the tree that you can't really see. Okay. So they have fire pits on one, all of them. These are small, but they're fire pits nonetheless. So, okay. And again, we got the restrooms have some pretty decent showers in them. So we got the ladies and the men's both. So let's see here. Make sure nobody's in here. Okay, here's a good look. You got the same as the other over there. You got the showers. You got 3 stalls of showers, 2 areas to use the sit-down bathroom, and then some sinks out here to be able to run. They do keep a good place here. It's pretty nice. So we come around the front, we'll see the giant bear that greets you when you come in. Okay. Hopefully the weed eater's not coming in too much. So we'll come out here to the entrance. That's the entrance going that way. Here's where you enter, right through here. The biggest issue is the highway. If you're closer to the highway, As you can see, the sound's going to go right into it. But you got your bear, you got your Broken Banjo camp store right here and office. It's all in one. It's a really nice facility. It's been around for a long time. They also have a pool which just closed on the 1st. Their pool, I don't know the opening date, but they close October 1st every year. So keep that in mind if you want to come out here and use a pool. It closed Wednesday, which is October 1st here. So today is the 3rd. It's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. We're going to be driving. I'm not going to do any driving videos for you guys, so there's that. All right. So this is Broken Banjo campground. Come and visit. They're pretty nice. I know I probably didn't get everything everybody wanted to see. I love the phone booth. That's pretty awesome. All right, let me go off here while he's doing his weed eating, and I'll be back. All right, so I just got permission to walk into the store. We're not going to talk to the lady in charge today, but we're going to go ahead and walk in and show you the store and the office area that we can show, okay? All right, so here we go. We've got a little office area to do some things. Got a freezers. Got a coffee machine. So you can make your coffee in here. They make you some coffee. Here she is over here. This is our beautiful host today. How are you today, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Yeah, they can't really hear you because you have to talk loud if you want them to hear you, because here's the mic way over here. So she's awesome. So we're going to show you a little bit of the store, see what they got in here for you guys, just to kind of give you an idea what they handle in case you're coming in to live here for a while. Like I said, they have people that live here year-round. I just met some of them today. So they have lots of things that you can get if you need real quick. But, you know, the Bara Essentials. You got some Benadryl. That's always good. Tylenol, Pepto-Bismol, all the good stuff. Okay. Got other things over here. Some laundry detergents and stuff. And some goodies. Where's the goodies? There's the goodies. Oh, yeah. Look at the goodies. Are these homemade?
They're pet cookies, yes.
Yeah, they're pet cookies. They're for your pets, and they allow pets here. They really love the pets here, actually. The maintenance guys come out and they pet all the pets. So
Yes.
they also have some merch, so you can buy some merch from them, which I haven't done yet. I got to come back and do that. So I got to get some shirts. So this is a flag, Tennessee flag thing, right? I didn't know what that was when I was at the, we went to the Jack Daniel's distillery yesterday. Yep. That was awesome.
Yeah,
there was places we couldn't take cameras in, so I didn't take any photos. But they got pet toys, pet things to hold your pets, and then they got pets you can have if you like, the little stuffies. They're pretty cute. So stickers and everything you ever need. Golf. That's for playing out there with, right? Yeah, so you can check out all the stuff to do the golfing and the pickleball. Yeah, they have a pretty nice pickleball court. That's what that was, pickleball. Yep. Because the net was down, so it's like...
yeah, and they have like badminton.
Yes, they have lots of stuff. So that's the inside of the store. And this is our favorite person. I won't give you her name because she's just... Nikki, okay. Because I didn't know it, I'll just be honest. So everybody, this is the camp. I'm going to go back through and walk through the other way as we enter, and then we'll be done with the video. Here's a map of the camp. We'll show you that. Come on down. There's the map. There you go. Map of the campground. It's not huge, but it's just right. We love it. Yes. So we've been here, like I said, since Saturday last week, and it's awesome.
Nice. What's our new one?
We're in cabin 9. So we don't have an RV. We're not that extravagant. We go once every couple of years. It's not worth buying an RV for. So, but that's just us, and we're cheap. I couldn't afford an RV if I wanted one. All right, we're back outside. Here we go, and we're at the entrance. They have their flags flying. Whoops, wrong way. Wrong way. Here we go. Go up. There we go. Have their flags flying over by the pool. Right there. So it's really cool. Hey, this is the entrance to the park. It's going to get loud. He's blowing some stuff around, so let me pause for a moment. Okay, I'm back. It's still noisy. Hopefully it's not too bad. We got the maintenance out here doing actually, they pay to have their lawn mowed. And of course, the guy's got to come right by me as we come in. But this is the entrance to the park. And if you come over this way, you see there's another row. We've seen the rows from the other direction. However, we're going to go this way towards the cabin that we're staying in. Okay, you might be able to see a little Bronco Sport in the distance over there behind the trees, behind the do not enter sign. They'll give you a heads up. They also have a dog park. We'll get to that here. There's another row of RVs straight ahead with the canopy. You see my brother-in-law's RV hanging out right in the middle there. All right. So let's go this way. There's our maintenance men again. Got the dog park. Heading out. Nice gentlemen. These guys are awesome here. They are awesome. Nice little dog park. Has some sit downs. And for those dogs that like fire hydrants, they have one in here for you. It's not an active one, it's a dog fire hydrant. So there you go. They have a place to take the dog's stuff into and picked up. That way you have everything done. So let's move on. We're almost done with this video. So we did back around. We've gotten back around to the restrooms on this side. Again, it's just a couple of restrooms with a handicap on the other side. Okay? And there again, we've got all the next row over here. Come over this way. We got the row. That's a beautiful RV right there. Those guys. That's some pretty high dollar stuff right there. Towing their Jeep. Don't know where they're from. I haven't talked to them yet. Most of these people will talk to you at any point. It is a different way of life RVing is. So keep that in mind when you come here to Broken Banjo. RV, camping, glamping, and just everyday hanging out. You can actually pitch a tent out here as well. We've had people pitch tents out here on the weekends. It's really kind of cool. They don't charge a lot for that. So, but everything here does cost you. Cabins are about $1,200 for 7 days, roughly. That's the current price. You have to look online to get the current prices, but I think that's what they are. So they're not extremely cheap. Now, the tree house is like $200 a day or something like that. Please look it up online to get the right prices. I'll put a link to their website here in the bottom of the description so you guys can see that. And then, of course, the cabin that we're staying in right here. But it does have a bathroom. A very tiny, it's got a small sink, a 2-burner stove, no 2-burner stove top, but no stove. So you can't bake anything in there, but they do have a microwave. There you go, microwave. Comes with a Keurig, and they give you a week's worth of Keurig pods. If you need more, you just go get them. They don't charge you for them. It has a double bed in this one. They have one with a queen bed. And then they have another double bed over there. Our bed isn't bad. It's not, it's just small. So you got a double bed and you got 2 people and it can be a little cramped, but the comfort level is good. So you've got that. As you can see from this angle, you've got all the amenities you ever had. We're back to the cabin again, the treehouse cabin. So you see all that. This is awesome good. This is a long video, so I'm going to have to edit this and get that out to you. I'm hoping by Sunday, depends on when we get home because I don't have enough bandwidth here to do the video. All right, here's our cabin. This is what we got to stay in while we're here. It's not the biggest part, but it is a cabin and it's got a futon, 4 chairs, table, nice refrigerator, mini full size, if you will. Nothing in there. I'm also doing this to check, see what's left. So, gotta get the sandwiches out. A nice little TV, it works. Can't say much else about it. Let me turn on some lights here so you can see what we're looking at here. All right. All the bed, little pictures. Not much space between the bed and where you got to get in. This one's better. I mean, you can see by my foot, you can get 2 feet in there. This one, on the other hand, not quite as wide, but outlets, nothing to put anything on for around your bed, but you got this little spot here and a nice little closet with all the fixings. So a couple of pillows, a couple of drawers, pillows, blankets, that kind of good stuff. So we got the mirror. Hi everyone, nice to see you. Like you said, this is gonna be a short but sweet video, just to show you a little bit about what the cabin's all about. It was a tight fit. Has a little pocket door here, so you can pull the pocket door out. Close that all up. I know this is hard to see. Oh, there we go, that'll be a little better. Okay, and you got the bathroom. Small. It's not a full bathroom. We call that a half bath, 3/4 bath, whatever you call it. It's got a toilet and a shower. Shower. All right, some towels. There we go. Turn off some lights. All right. Well, that's about it. It's a small space, so you get what you get. But it was comfortable. It slept well, and we enjoyed it. So I know the audio isn't the best. I didn't get my gear out to do this one. I just wanted to make sure that we got everything in the video to show that we cleaned the place before we left. All right, with that said, see you in the next clip. All right, we're going to take a little walk around here to show you a little bit. Every cabin gets a grill, gas grill, some chairs and tables. Not all cabins have a porch like this one. Some just have a concrete slab. You go down 3 steps. My sister has one of those. She's next door in that cabin right there. Okay. So you can see out here, we've got the RV park itself, where you park all your RVs. And later in the video, you'll see a map of the park, so you kind of get an idea. I've walked around the whole park once today, and one of my videos did not turn out very well. Okay. Truth be told, I had it on time lapse, and when I figured it out, I had been halfway done with doing my video. So I'm redoing some of this right now. So it's always better the first time. Maybe the second time it's different. So here's the tree house. This is an actual tree house. There is a tree. Let's get this the right way. Going up right there in the middle. You see that tree? That's in the tree house. So it's not open, so we can't look at it. However, we've got some teepees. I've got a couple of teepees. That's very cool. You see next to the teepee there in the distance is a covered wagon style cabin. So they've got a little bit of variety here, which is really nice. This is the tree house. It comes with a bare seat. And all of them come with a pit. You see the burn pit there in the middle. Some will have things like a picnic table, a smaller chair and set up top on there. There's the entrance to the tree house. It's really cool. I don't know if I can get you in there to see. There's a light on in the kitchen, so you can kind of see inside a little bit, maybe. Get you in there. You can kind of see the tree in there, I think. There you see the tree in the middle. Off to the, just by that white slat from the curtain. All right, so go back out this way. And you see, coming out. And we're going to walk the trail, because that's one of the things I wanted to show you a little bit more of. But yeah, this one's got a horse seat. And you got a pavilion behind over there. And another trail off to the right there. You can kind of see all that up there. Okay. You come over this way. You've got the entrance to the little cabin, if you will. That's really cool. And you can see that the water fountain in the distance is just a flowing. We've got some new campers that weren't here earlier, so there'll be some extra. Then they have little campsites. You can come out here and camp in your tent if you like. Rent a cabin. I don't know what the cost for camping in tents is. I'm sure there's a small cost to it. So never think there isn't, right? All right. All right, so there's that. All right. So they have an extra pad over here as we like to walk. Come over this way. There we go. Nope. Go that way. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. Got an extra pad here for an RV. Okay. We'll walk a little bit up the trail. See off to the right over here, you see a burn pit right there. They burn every day here. Burn all the stuff. They burn all the stuff that they find in the anything burnable. They burn there. Mostly tree parts and limbs, and also leaves. There you go. Leaves. All right. As you walk into the trail, this is the first part of the trail. Oh, there goes a squirrel. There he goes. He goes. This place is got tons and tons of squirrels. There he is. He's just sitting there. He just ran across the yard there. So there's our squirrels. We got lots of them around here. There he goes. Off to the tree over there. There he goes. Off to that tree over there. All right. That's our little squirrels. Okay. So there we go. Back into the center here. We'll get to going. And then we have some little squirrels here. And come in here, and then somewhere in here is a little treat for everybody. I'm not sure exactly where it's at, so let's see if I can find it in here somewhere. I don't see it, but let's see here if we can find it somewhere up there, maybe. Anyway, I don't see what they were telling me is up here. It's supposed to be some ants. Some big ants up here. So, oh, as you can see, that little string right there, that's a spider web coming straight down. There's lots of that around. You get that coming around. So, there's all that. And of course, the trail itself. We've walked the trail earlier, and some of it's in here. I'll go up to the first section when I get here and see, because I have not found what they were looking for. I'll have to get my sister out here to show me, because I don't see where it's at. Those clouds are just clouds. There's nothing coming out of those clouds. They're just some clouds. They look darker on film than they really are. So just keep that in mind. We've had a beautiful week of weather here. Low to mid 80s, nothing more than 84 is the highest we've had this week alone. Today it was like 80, 81. Yesterday was 83, a little hot. But for the most part, the weather here is freaking awesome. I can say that, just awesome. We love it. So, you see off to the left, right over here, this is a field. All this land back up to the trees that you can see belongs to the RV park here. They don't plan on doing any extra cabins or anything out here. They're just going to leave this natural for a while. They bought this 5-6 years ago by the KOA. So they've had it about 5-6 years and got it from the KOA campground. So going up to our first bench up here. Oh, we got some berries. Look at that. We got some berries up here. Some berries. There we go. Got some berries. Is that berries? No, that's not berries. What is that, folks? What is that? Those are. Yes, they put ants in the tree. You got ants in the tree. That's what those are supposed to represent, ants. I thought it was berries, but it's ants. Okay. There's some more. You can kind of see them right there. Just marching. Oops, sorry about that. Camera had a little hiccup. Got caught on the DJI. You kind of put them on here to give you a little bit of something to think about. There's ants crawling all over the tree. Isn't that kind of cool? Just different stuff. So that's one of the things I wanted to show you. So there's that. Okay. And now we got all this back here. So we've walked this already today. We go out here, we look out here, we see there's a creek about right there. Runs all the way across. So we've got some really good landscape. And if you go this way, you'll see that down the road there, I'm not going to walk the rest of the trail today. It's starting to get dark, so I just want to make, oops, come on, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. There we go. We're back in. All right, so there we got the bench over there. That's what I was talking about. Then it goes around. Okay, got the bench in there. So really, it's kind of cool. This part will be the longest, but I'm going to cut it here, and you'll see more of the trail as we get to it. So we'll go up here and get up here a little ways. Go back to the end of the trail. All right, guys.